Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today we're going deep down the rabbit hole, man. We're talking UFOs, government cover-ups, and the kind of crazy stuff that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about the universe. We're diving headfirst into the top 5 UFO sightings that NASA would rather keep buried under a mountain of red tape. These are the stories they don't want you to hear, the encounters that are so strange, so unbelievable that they could shatter our whole perception of reality. So buckle up, folks, because we're about to embark on a wild ride. We're talking Roswell, we're talking Phoenix Lights, we're talking military encounters that'll blow your mind. You are not ready for this. All right, let's kick things off with the granddaddy of them all.
Wow.
Roswell, July 1947, a rancher in New Mexico stumbles across some bizarre debris scattered across his field. What was it? Well, initially, the Army Air Forces said it was a weather balloon. A weather balloon? Come on, man. They thought they could just feed the public that kind of BS. This was no weather balloon. People reported seeing weird metallic material, unlike anything they'd ever seen before. And the stories about bodies being recovered. Dude, that's some next-level stuff. Of course, the official story changed faster than a chameleon in a disco. Suddenly, it was a secret government surveillance balloon that crashed. Yeah, right. They even trotted out some debris from Project Mogul, a top-secret program to try and back up their claims. But the inconsistencies, the changing narratives, it just doesn't add up. Witnesses, including military personnel, came forward with stories about strange beings, about autopsies being performed on non-human bodies. This wasn't just some random event, folks. This was a massive cover-up, an attempt to hide the truth about what really happened in the New Mexico desert. And you know what? It makes you wonder what else they're hiding. What other secrets are buried deep within the halls of government? Roswell was just the tip of the iceberg, man. It opened up a whole Pandora's box of questions about what's really out there. There's a reason why Roswell became synonymous with UFOs, why it's still debated and discussed to this day. It's because deep down we all know something extraordinary happened there. And until the government comes clean with the full truth, the speculation, the theories, they're just going to keep on coming. Fast forward to 1997, we're in Phoenix, Arizona. It's a clear night, thousands of people are looking up at the sky, and what do they see? A massive V-shaped formation of lights just cruising silently over the city. Not for a few seconds either, we're talking minutes, man! People freaked out. It was like something straight out of a Spielberg movie. Now, this wasn't some blurry, shaky footage caught on a flip phone. This was witnessed by tons of people, from everyday citizens to the governor of Arizona at the time, Fife Symington. Even he admitted years later that he saw something he couldn't explain. The official explanation? Oh, just some flares dropped by the military during a training exercise. But come on, flares don't fly in formation, they don't hover silently for extended periods, and they definitely don't disappear instantly like those lights did. The Phoenix Lights incident is a prime example of how they try to dismiss and debunk these sightings. They throw out these flimsy explanations hoping that people will just accept them and move on. But people aren't stupid. They know what they saw, and they know they're not being told the whole truth. And that's what's so frustrating, man. It's like we're being treated like children. They're withholding information, hiding the truth about what's really going on in our skies. And for what? What's the big secret? The Phoenix Lights were a watershed moment in UFO history. It showed that these things aren't just happening in remote deserts or to random people. They're happening in our cities, in our skies, and they're being witnessed by thousands, if not millions of people. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next one is a doozy. 2004, off the coast of San Diego, the USS Nimitz, a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, has a close encounter with something truly bizarre. Now, we're not just talking about some blurry blip on a radar screen. We're talking about multiple highly trained Navy pilots witnessing a tic-tac-shaped object performing maneuvers that defied the laws of physics. These guys are the best of the best, trained to identify any aircraft in the sky, and they were completely baffled. They're seeing this thing move at incredible speeds, making instantaneous changes in direction that would turn a fighter jet into scrap metal. And then there's the infamous gimbal video, released by the Pentagon in 2017. This isn't some grainy footage from your uncle's camcorder. This is official military footage of a UFO. And what does the Pentagon say? They basically shrug their shoulders and say, yeah, we don't know what that is. Oh, really? You're telling me the most technologically advanced military in the world has no idea what's flying around in its own airspace? Give me a break. The Nimitz encounter is a game changer. This wasn't some random civilian sighting. This was a confirmed encounter with multiple witnesses, advanced radar systems, and official government footage. They can't just sweep this one under the rug. It proves that something extraordinary is happening in our skies, something that our government is either unwilling or unable to explain. Let's rewind the clock a bit, back to 1980. We're in Suffolk, England, in Rendlesham Forest, right outside a joint US-UK airbase. This isn't your typical UFO sighting, folks. This is a multi-night event involving strange lights, unexplained symbols, and even alleged contact with an unknown intelligence. It all started when US Air Force security personnel witnessed strange lights descending into the forest. Thinking it might be a downed aircraft, they went to investigate. But what they found wasn't a plane. It was a metallic object, triangular in shape, emitting a strange pulsating light. Over the next few nights, multiple witnesses, including high-ranking military officers, reported seeing this object, sometimes hovering silently in the forest, other times moving at incredible speeds across the sky. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence from Rendlesham is the testimony of Deputy Base Commander Lieutenant Colonel Charles Halt. He personally witnessed the lights and even recorded an audio log describing the events, including strange symbols that were allegedly seen on the side of the craft. Despite attempts to dismiss it as a misidentified lighthouse or a weather phenomenon, the Rendlesham Forest incident remains one of the most well-documented and intriguing UFO cases in history. The sheer number of witnesses, the detailed accounts, and the involvement of high-ranking military personnel make it incredibly difficult to explain away. And the fact that it happened on a military base, a place with restricted airspace and advanced surveillance systems, raises serious questions about what really went down in those woods. Now, let's jump to 2014. This time we're off the east coast of the United States. Two Navy fighter jets equipped with advanced infrared cameras are scrambled to intercept an unidentified object detected on radar. What they captured on camera that day shocked even the most seasoned pilots. It was a small white object, oblong-shaped, with no wings, no tail, and no visible means of propulsion. And this thing was moving fast, hence the name Go Fast. But here's the kicker, it wasn't just moving fast in a straight line. The pilots described it as jumping and teleporting, suddenly appearing in different locations. Almost like it was defying the laws of physics. One pilot even described it as looking like a spinning top moving against the wind. These guys are trained to identify every aircraft in the sky, and they had no idea what they were looking at. And neither did the intelligence analysts who later examined the footage. The East Coast Go Fast incident, along with the release of the Nimitz footage, marked a turning point in how the government and the media were talking about UFOs. It was getting harder and harder to deny that something unusual was happening, and the public was starting to demand answers. So there you have it, folks. 5 of the most mind-blowing UFO sightings that NASA and the government would rather keep under wraps. They're out there, man, flying around, doing things that our technology can't even dream of. But the truth is, these are just a handful of the thousands of reported UFO sightings that happen every year. And with the advent of smartphones and social media, we're seeing more and more evidence emerge all the time. Keep your eyes on the skies, folks. And don't be afraid to question what you see. The truth is out there, and it's only a matter of time before it's revealed.